Right now, an internal review by Madison police after an incident at a home involving a 17-year-old boy. And the medical examiner shares more details about the deaths of two people inside a Sauk City home. Plus, another issue with a bus pad installed in front of a home, much to the Middleton homeowner's surprise. We'll share what happened.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
And thanks for joining us. Charlotte is off tonight. Madison police have launched an internal investigation after getting a complaint that officers used excessive force while responding to an incident involving a 17-year-old boy. Jamie Perez joins us now with the video that has gained a lot of attention online. Jamie?
Well, that video was brought to our attention through a friend of the family involved. This is home surveillance video. The mother of the boy involved did not want to go on camera with us, but we did speak to that close family friend about what happened before and after what was recorded and shared on social media. This is the video shared online showing the incident between Madison police and a 17-year-old boy. What happens here sparked a lot of controversy online, but what this video doesn't show is what happened before and after.
The young man was having a psych break. It started at school. He was agitated, used inappropriate language with the school staff. He left the school, got on a bus, went home.
Brandy Grayson is a close family friend who says after this boy got home, the school ERO called the boy's guardian to make sure things were okay and asked if he should call police to take him to the hospital. Madison police said in an incident report that the 17-year-old was, quote, exhibiting threatening behavior consistent with someone in a mental health crisis, and a determination was made to place the subject under protective custody and convey him to a local hospital.
Police shows up at the door. The young boy comes downstairs fully dressed, and he was already aware that they were coming to transport him.
Grayson said the boy told police he was going to grab his cell phone as he walked past officers.
Officer grabs him, slams him into the wall, and yells out, "Stop resisting, stop resisting." Slams him on the couch. Another officer jumps in. Another officer jumps in.
What happens after that is where the stories differ. Grayson said the boy was not resisting and was yelling at officers asking what they were doing. But MPD said that he, quote, subsequently resisted handcuffing, spit at and on the officers, which resulted in the attempted application of a mesh spit hood. One officer delivered several strikes in an attempt to gain control.
I was horrified. I was horrified, hurt, sad, and then I was outraged.
Madison police said they are launching an internal investigation. Meanwhile, Grayson said she does not believe police responded as they should have.
And if he was following procedures, which I don't believe he was for a child that was in a crisis, then something's wrong with the procedures.
Grayson said that 17-year-old boy is still in the hospital. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway said the videos are disturbing and she expects a thorough investigation into what happened. Meanwhile, Madison police said they are not commenting further until their investigation is done. A story we will continue to follow. Jamie, thank you so much. Autopsies have been released after the discovery of a mother and son inside their Sauk City home over the weekend. 88-year-old Margaret Foss and her son, 63-year-old David Foss, were found dead on Sunday inside this home on Monroe Street. Police said David Foss likely died of natural causes a few days before Margaret died. David was Margaret's caregiver, and police believe she was unable to take care of herself. New tonight, a local grocery store chain is pulling the products of an Indiana farm that is being investigated for animal cruelty. Tim Metcalf, owner of Metcalf's Market, posted on Facebook today that the stores will be pulling all Fair Oaks Farms products, which go by the name Fairlife. In that post, he shared undercover video taken at the farm showing animals being abused by employees. Since the video's release, multiple stores have started to pull the farm's products. Let's turn it over to weather now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton joining us with our first alert forecast. Dana?
We do have some good news if you enjoyed the forecast today. Tomorrow's looking quite similar. Overnight, our Doppler track's going to stay pretty quiet for us. We don't have any showers or thunderstorms moving on in. We're expecting this calm, serene evening to continue again into your Thursday morning. We do have a few isolated showers up towards Green Bay, but nothing that's going to be moving further south for us. 68 currently in Madison, 73 right now in Mineral Point and in Monroe with a calm breeze coming from the east-northeast. We're not expecting that to pick up for us overnight either. Again, should be pretty calm as we head into tomorrow. As far as your temperatures are concerned for your Thursday, we'll be in the upper 50s early in the morning and then in the upper 70s for afternoon highs. Another day with sunshine and temps above average. The weekend looking pretty similar, but we'll take a closer look at that full forecast in just a few minutes.
A suspect in an hours-long standoff in Waukesha County is in critical condition tonight. Police started pursuing a stolen minivan yesterday. This was about rush hour on I-94 after the driver refused to surrender. Police used spike strips and tactical gas to get him out of the vehicle. He was holding a woman at gunpoint when two officers shot him multiple times. That woman then ran down the interstate, also refused to surrender. While deputies struggled with her, she stabbed a canine officer. That dog was treated and released. Last month, we told you about a woman in Madison who says she wasn't told that a new bus pad would be put right in front of her home. Now the Garn family in Middleton says they were also surprised by a new bus pad in front of their home. The city of Middleton said they sent a notice to them, but it did not specify that the bus stop would be put in front of the Garn's home. As both the city of Madison and the city of Middleton look to transition more bus stops to bus pads, Nate Garn hopes they'll take homeowners into account.
I would actually like to see them reach out to the residents that, hey, there's going to be a bus stop directly in front of your house, and where's it going to be located? Right here. How large is it going to be? What's the ridership going to look like? How many buses are going to be stopping per day? That type of thing.
Garn said the lack of communication was the most frustrating part of this, though he understands the stop has to go somewhere. The assistant planning director with Middleton said he gets the desire for communication, but says there's only so much the city can do with these projects. Governor Tony Evers is poised to veto a package of anti-abortion bills that have now passed the legislature. Republicans who control both the Senate and Assembly do not have enough votes to override that promised veto. One bill addresses the extremely rare occurrence in which a baby is born alive during an abortion attempt. It would impose criminal penalties on doctors who fail to give medical care. State Senate Republicans are eyeing an increase in vehicle registration fees as a potential way to pay for roads. They are considering a $10 increase to the state's $75 registration fee. Republicans are discussing alternative proposals and they plan to vote tomorrow night during a joint finance committee meeting. The governor has proposed raising gas taxes, but Republicans are not in favor of that idea. A debate continues tonight over a local company's push to drastically expand its quarry in the town of Springfield. Back in December of last year, the town approved the expansion for the Yahara Materials Mineholz quarry, but at tonight's special board meeting, the chairman says community concerns that were made to the county were never forwarded to the town before the decision was made.
But just so everybody's aware, I mean, when we made our decision, we didn't know that the county's dissenting opinion, and they were already talking to our residents, but I never received a phone call, email, or anything that there was anything coming until you all showed up.
That quarry located right along Highway 12 near the intersection of Highway K. The board says there is nothing they can do now since the expansion was already approved. The Fort Atkinson Police Department says it does not plan to pursue any fines against anyone selling CBD oil as they originally said they would. Yesterday, the department posted on Facebook anyone selling the products who is not licensed could be subject to a fine. Today, they offered an update saying the post was meant to be educational, hoping to shed light on a confusing new law. The Department of Natural Resources in Wisconsin says it's too early to confirm a cougar sighting along the Rock River. Earlier this week, a fisherman in Beloit said he saw the cougar beneath a bridge. Frightened, the fisherman left everything, went back to his car, called 911. He said he knew what to do, though, through experience.
Don't run away, because then it's interested, it'll chase you. If you can, back away slowly. If it starts following you, do what other people have said. Raise your arms in the air, get as big as you can, and start yelling. Throw anything you have except your phone.
The DNR says there were 31 confirmed cougar sightings across the state of Wisconsin in 2018. They say they plan to look for tracks or other signs that there has been a cougar in that area. The Wisconsin State Patrol will be taken to the air tomorrow to enforce speed limits along the interstate. This is according to a press release. Troopers will use planes and ground units to catch speeders on I-3990 here in Dane County. Most State Patrol aerial missions are made possible through federal funding, specifically designated to support traffic law enforcement. A 97-year-old American World War II veteran parachuted from a plane over France today, 75 years after he first did it over Normandy on D-Day, June 6th of 1944. Tom Rice served with the Army's 101st Airborne Division. Today, he tandem jumped from a C-47 transport into the roughly same area where he landed on D-Day. He prepared for today's jump for the last 6 months with a personal trainer. With the number of D-Day survivors dwindling quickly, Rice said he feels he represents a whole generation. And tomorrow morning, Anthony Mason will lead a CBS News special report starting just before 4 a.m. our time. It will include coverage surrounding the commemoration of the D-Day program and President Trump's live address from Normandy. News 3 Now this morning will follow that special report. And still ahead tonight at 10, a Madison High School kicks off a new mentorship program aimed at helping kids at risk of not graduating. Plus, how the city of Green Bay is gearing up for this weekend's Paul McCartney concert. Stay with us. The CDC says the number of measles cases in the United States has now surpassed 1,000. The nation last saw this many cases back in 1992 when more than 2,200 were reported. Once common in the U.S., measles became rare after vaccination campaigns that started in the 60s. A decade ago, there were fewer than 100 cases a year. The last U.S. cruise ship has left Cuba at midnight. New Trump administration regulations will take effect, banning all American cruise ships from traveling to the country. Many educational visits, known as people-to-people trips, will also be banned. That has been the most popular way for Americans to visit over the past several years. La Follette High School celebrated a new mentorship program to support its students who are at risk of not graduating. The Mentoring Positives organization tries to grow strong, resilient leaders on Madison's east side. La Follette's new group, Off the Block, is a spin-off pilot of the program. Founder Will Green says his main goal is to just give kids the opportunity to build positive connections in the community.
It's really going to be a way for us to get some good footing into the school and start to build a relationship with kids.
Mentoring Positive supports more than 100 Madison Metropolitan School District students each year. Downtown Green Bay getting into the Beatlemania spirit. This is ahead of Paul McCartney's concert at Lambeau Field this weekend. This morning, the city deck court was temporarily renamed to Abbey Road. And then on Friday, a Beatles tribute band will be performing on the city deck main stage. And of course, Paul McCartney will be performing at Lambeau Field on Saturday. That show will start at 8 in the evening. YouTube is cracking down on users who promote discrimination. The social media company announced today it will ban accounts connected to supremacist content. That includes channels that promote Nazism or try to deny historic events like the Holocaust or the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. YouTube also plans to purge its service of hundreds of thousands of videos with such content. Walmart employees will be retiring those classic blue vests for a new environmentally friendly design. The company announced that employees will have the option to buy a redesigned steel gray vest made from recycled bottles later this year. They also have neon trim and visible logo so customers can easily spot workers. As students get ready for summer break, the food pantry at Goodman Community Center is still looking for donations. The center says food insecurity is at its worst in the summertime. One reason is because families who've been dependent on free and reduced meal programs at their child's school are not able to access those services. And today it felt a little bit more like summertime in southern Wisconsin. Not only was it warm, there's quite a bit of humidity out there as well.
Yeah, it really did feel a little sticky at times. Now that the temperatures are falling and with our dew points being so high, we could be looking at some patchy fog overnight by tomorrow morning, but we are expecting another very sunny day and we will stay quiet tonight. Unlike, of course, what we saw last night. This is an incredible photo of lightning near Brooklyn. This photo sent to us by Carol, and we had a lot of lightning with that storm coming through. A very electric system last night. A lot of cloud-to-cloud lightning, a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. So very cool long exposure shot there of that lightning coming through. Right now things are quiet for us outside, of course, not picking up any lightning coming through. We don't have any storms coming through. We did hit a high of 82 degrees today, above average. We should have been in the mid 70s, but it did feel a little more summer-like, more like the end of June rather than early June. We also started the day a little above where our normal lows are, in the low 60s early this morning. Our Doppler track is quiet right now. There are a few little isolated shower spots north of Fond du Lac and near Green Bay. But that cold front that slid through yesterday is now just to the south of the state. We're not expecting any more systems to pass on over as we head through the rest of your work week and into the start of the weekend. High pressure is ridging on in and is going to keep us very quiet tonight and for tomorrow and for Friday and for most of Saturday. So as we look ahead to your Thursday, plan on mostly sunny skies. We may see a few showers along the eastern edge of Iowa and Minnesota, but we're not expecting any of those to cross over the state line. By Friday morning, our breeze becomes a little more easterly. We'll still have that mostly sunny sky. It'll still be pretty pleasant outside for Friday. And Saturday, we start off nice and sunny, but later in the afternoon, the clouds are really going to build back in, and our shower chance will start to slide in overnight and impact your Sunday. Sunday has more of a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. Saturday just overnight. So our overnight low temperatures will drop for us into the upper 50s. So it'll be a few degrees cooler than where we were at early this morning. By the afternoon, we're back close to 80 in the mid to upper 70s for our afternoon highs. We fall yet again to the mid to upper 50s heading into Friday morning. And Friday, we're looking at that sunshine. Should be pretty quiet outside throughout the day. Temperatures will be close to average for us. Over the next 12 hours, of course, our temperatures are going to fall overnight. We do have a few clouds in the sky, but we'll still be falling into the upper 50s. Our breeze stays nice and calm also, coming from the east-northeast right now, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's not going to be a very windy evening at all. Some patchy fog is possible for tomorrow morning just because those temperatures are going to get pretty close to where our dew points are at right now. So those lower lying areas that tend to see some fog form, those would be the prime suspects for tomorrow morning. 77 the high for the afternoon tomorrow. Mostly sunny sky, a very, very mild day. Would plan on the similar feeling for us in the afternoon as far as just being a little muggy outside. Not as bad as, of course, what we're going to be dealing with in July, but just a little more than what we've had for the last few weeks, of course. In the upper 70s for Thursday and Friday with sunshine. Saturday, we're in the upper 70s also, but we have that shower and thunderstorm chance developing overnight, and that will linger into Sunday. Sunday, we have the chance for some spotty showers throughout the day, and we may see a few showers linger into early Monday morning, but much of Monday will be pretty dry for us. We're dry through Tuesday. Another thunderstorm chance will develop Tuesday night. That will linger into Wednesday, and then we're back to a dry pattern by the end of the week. But notice those temperatures through the next 10 days. We're hovering at average or above average for us. So a nice little hop up for our temps. And it's just continuing that summer-like trend for us as we march towards the first day of summer.
Yeah, it's June, so we're ready for that. We're also ready for some dry weather, but we start getting that humid stuff is when you get those pop-up thunderstorms too from time to time.
They'll bubble up really quickly in the afternoon. They die out pretty quickly also, but they're a little harder to track, of course, if we're looking on our radar where those storms will bubble up.
Yeah, we need to stay dry for everybody.
Yes,
right.
A nice stretch of dry weather would be ideal.
Dana, thank you. Coming up, one local athlete proves that her age is nothing but a number. Her story is next.
There's one woman in Madison who thinks older athletes deserve just as much attention as the younger ones. At 87 years young, Marilyn Buechner is dazzling spectators in the pool. Melissa Kim shares her story of if you want something in life, you can't take no for an answer.
Oh, you cannot miss that laugh.
Old.
Old? Marilyn Buechner's anything but old.
I'm 87.
87,
and I go around bragging.
Rightfully so. Marilyn is a swimmer. And she's so fast, she qualified for the National Senior Games. But she's already got some hardware.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
But don't worry, there will be more gold to add to her collection.
I'm not spending all this money to go to Albuquerque and come in last.
Now, swimming every day at 87 is already a huge accomplishment.
I keep thinking, well, I wonder if there's some 87-year-old lady somewhere else out there working at it the hard as I am.
And nothing has stopped Marilyn from persevering. She has chronic bronchitis, so she wears a special mask. And 10 years ago, she was diagnosed with leukemia.
And when they took my tumor out, it was benign. So, back to swimming.
And then, last year, another serious obstacle.
I fell and fractured my pelvis. The doctor said that there's no way I would compete at the state games. That was August 9th, and I did compete at the state games on September 15th, and I got 5 firsts.
So go ahead, life. See what else you can throw at this woman to keep her out of the pool.
Do you feel old? No, I don't. I just go around saying, thank you, God, because I feel so good.
So good that she'll never stop laughing.
Can I get a Marilyn Buechner jersey, please, on the internet? I'd wear it every day. It's been 21 months since right-hander Jimmy Nelson made a start for the Crew. September 8th, 2017, cracked his shoulder diving back to first base after rounding the bag. Fast forward, he's made 4 minor league starts for the Crew this season, getting the call up on his 30th birthday. Tip of the cap to the fans. And the Brewers like, yes, but we need some starting pitching. Top of the third, bases loaded. Brian Anderson ruining the birthday party. Nelson, 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs allowed. Brian Holiday just going to pile on. Marlins win this one 8-3. They've outscored the Crew 24-3 in 2 days. Day game tomorrow. 57th class of the Madison Sports Hall of Fame inducted tonight. La Follette basketball standout Craig Anderson was 3-time All-City and All-State before playing college ball at Iowa. John Krugman played 3 sports at La Follette, punted for UW. Peggy McCarthy-Bailey didn't play organized sports until the Badgers wanted her to row. She won a national title as a freshman, bronze medal at the '76 Olympics. Mike Plotz won a golf state title at Madison West and a dozen city and statewide tournaments. Oh, Canada. Packers and Raiders will play a preseason game in Winnipeg, Manitoba, August 22nd. Last time Green Bay went north of the border, 1997, when they played the Bills in Toronto. Now, the Raiders were looking to move a home preseason game because they didn't have a lease with the Oakland Coliseum until March. We're not going to Canada. We're just going to a break, and then we'll be back after this.
All right, Dana returns. One final check of the forecast. Nice and warm, some sunshine in there.
Warm sunshine, really pleasant weather actually to wrap up the work week. Our first full work week of June, and it ends on a really good note in the upper 70s for Thursday and Friday. Both days we're expecting mostly sunny skies. Now by Saturday, our skies will steadily become partly cloudy in the afternoon and then mostly cloudy later in the evening. Our shower and thunderstorm chance, though, is going to hold off until overnight. And as we move into Sunday, we have the chance for some showers and thunderstorms really throughout the day. Some spotty chances there. We'll be keeping an eye on that timing as we head into the weekend. A few showers possible early on Monday and then partly cloudy in the afternoon. But notice those temperatures through the weekend and into the start of next week all stay in the upper 70s. So we stay above average. We aren't expecting any more drops in our temperatures, and even our overnight lows are going to stay up for us, which means I'm about to start turning on the AC full time here soon.
Yeah, a lot of people will be flipping that switch as well
Yes.
as things heat up. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night.